This isn't about undoing everything that we did yesterday. There's no such thing. It's happened already. What we can do is make better choices now. Welcome to Cravings Control for Fat Loss. I'm your host, Laura Cavallo, former sugar binger, overeater, and yo-yo dieter turned fat loss and cravings coach for hundreds of busy women. Here at Cravings Control for Fat Loss, I'll be sharing mindset, movement, and metabolism strategies for those who are ready to ditch the fat diet cycle and slim down without counting calories, tracking points, or giving up any of the foods they love. Get ready to embrace progress over perfection, grace over guilt, and bring curiosity and learning to the inevitable ups and downs of your life. Expect a decrease in your cravings while seeing and feeling an improvement in how you look, how you feel, and your overall quality of life. I am so excited you're here, boo. Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Cravings Control for Fat Loss. My name is Laura Cavallo, your cravings and fat loss coach, and I have a bonus episode. I have never aired an episode on a Saturday or a Friday. Today's Friday, but I figured and I thought that some of us might be feeling maybe a little full from yesterday, or maybe a little guilty, or feeling a little ashamed, and might be wanting to start reducing calories or start over exercising, or you might let this shame and guilt trickle into the weekend. And I wanted to pop on and remind you that we ain't gonna do that, okay? In fact, I'm gonna give you 3 simple tips that you can apply and do today so that if you did overeat yesterday, we can move on and we can learn from it and we can actually have some strategies to help you feel better today. So let's dive into it, eh? So the first tip I want to encourage you to do is not to punish yourself with undereating and over-exercise. It can be really easy to feel like you have to earn your food or burn your food or restrict your calories because you ate so much yesterday. And I want to validate, if you really don't feel hungry, that might be a common response to overeating in the following day. And you might be feeling a little bloated, like you kind of just like need to sweat it out. You need to move your body. I want to validate that. But I don't want you taking these things to extremes where you don't eat all day and you exercise to burn the most amount of calories. So my suggestion for you would be to prioritize satisful plates, as always, for 3 of your main meals, okay? So breakfast within 2 hours of waking, lunch, and then dinner. If you have a little bit less crave today, right? Because you're like, oh, I ate way too much stuffing yesterday, had way too much sweet potatoes, too much mac and cheese. I'm feeling a little nauseous, sick. I just want to have like a salad today with some grilled chicken. I want something a little bit lighter. Totally fine. But I don't want you to deprive yourself, okay? If you still want a little apple pie on that plate as your crave, you want a little piece of bread on your plate as crave, that's fine. Just have it in a smaller portion, okay? This isn't about undoing everything that we did yesterday. There's no such thing. It's happened already. What we can do is make better choices now, today. It's not about undoing the past. So I want you to focus on how can I show up today? What can I do today? How can I eat today? What are the choices I can make today that are going to make me feel good? Don't want you looking towards the past. I want you looking towards today. In the same way with exercise, I don't want you going for max calorie burn. I don't want you hopping on the elliptical for 2 hours and punishing yourself into a calorie burn, or feeling like you have to hit the gym for 3 hours and do every single body part and earn the cake or earn whatever you ate yesterday. Again, this is going to create a negative feedback loop. It's going to make you have a negative association with exercise and with eating foods that you enjoy and sitting with your family and having that time. It's going to create patterns and connections in which you start to feel guilty and shameful around those scenarios. And we don't want that. This is going to happen every year, multiple times a year, right? You're celebrating multiple times a year with your family. We don't want these holidays, these situations to have negative associations. We want to learn how to better navigate them with eating skills and better approaches and ways to not overeat. So I want to encourage you to eat normally. Eat normally. Just have a satisful plate and go and take a walk and do your workout. You don't have to make anything up. I promise you. Just get back to just get back to the show. All right. Get back to the normal stuff. The second thing that you can focus on today, if you overeat, is to hydrate. Okay, I want you to hydrate. Let's move things through the body. Maybe you had more processed foods, maybe more meat or more fat, more carbs, whatever it might be. Let's just start flushing it through. Let's support your body in removing toxins, moving toxins through the body. If you want to supplement your water with an LMNT packet, which is an electrolyte sodium and magnesium packet, or a sprinkle of sea salt, you can do that if maybe you feel like you're a little depleted or you drank a little bit more yesterday. Let's go ahead and focus on hydrating throughout the day, right? Not chugging a gallon of water in the morning, but rather drinking that water throughout the full day. Something that helps me is I bring a water bottle everywhere I go. In my bag, I have a water bottle, or I keep it in my car, or whenever I'm going out, I remember to grab it and bring it with me. The last tip for you is I want you to just move on. I want you to look ahead and focus on what you can do today. And I know that I sort of hammered this point in with number 1, but I truly want you to know that at the next meal, you can choose to make a satisful plate. At the next meal, you can choose to make a better choice. At the next meal, you can decide to lead with lean and lead with detox and have a smaller crave. What happened yesterday is over. If you're not feeling well, let's use that as an opportunity to learn and grow and not punish yourself, but say, okay, that yesterday, I went ham on appetizers. Before dinner started, I was way too full. I felt so sick. What I'm going to do on Friday, I'm having a girls get together holiday dinner. I'm going to remember to do crave and go for my plate. Okay. I'm going to remember to do crave and go for my appetizers. I'm going to plate myself a little bit smaller. I really am just going to leave some room for dinner. And I'm feeling a little hungover, actually. I forgot to drink water yesterday. I started drinking mimosas at 11. I got to just hold off. So, on Friday, I'm not going to start drinking until a little bit later. Make sure I have water in between. Now you are learning from what happened, not penalizing yourself. You're learning and you're adjusting, and now we can make better choices moving forward. And this is what a sustainable nutrition approach is all about. It has to work for your lifestyle. It has to work for your goals. It has to work for your preferences, but we still want to help you stay on track and feel good. So those are my 3 tips for you post Thanksgiving if you felt like you overate and you're not feeling your best today. Let me know if these tips were helpful and what tips you're going to apply and try to do. I would love to hear from you. Happy post-Thanksgiving and happy holiday season.